Good morning, class 1. So, today we're going to start with a new chapter, that is food and shelter for animals, page number 53. So, in this chapter, we're going to learn about the food that which the animals eat, okay, different kind of food, and then the homes that animals live in, where they live, okay, to protect themselves from enemies or from weathers. So, all animals need food to live and grow, and as it is obvious that all the living creatures or living things that need food as, to live, and they also grow, they move from one place to another in search of food and shelter, as they always in moving, okay, in search of food and shelter. So we have to look at the picture below and circle all the animals that have been given the wrong food. So you have to look at the picture below here and uh, uh, find out which animal has been fed the wrong food. So there is a picture of three animals in here, okay, and we have to circle that the picture which has been. So if you look closely to the picture below there, you will see the animals are eating, some animals are eating wrong food which are not supposed to eat. So that is your cow eating milk as the food, which is not true, and also a dog eating grass, which is also not correct. So we have to circle this animal down. Moving on. So next we have food that animals eat. Animals eat different kind of foods. Animals such as cow and horses eat plants. So there are animals like who only eat plant, and they survive on that plant. They eat their plant, okay, which might be grass or dry leaves. They eat plants like that. So there are some animals who eat only plants, and there are other animals who eat grains. So grains or seed we call it. These animal would be your hen, okay, hens and cocks. Then we have animal who eats insect and worm. So that will be your uh, like lizard, birds, whoopie and woodpecker eat insects and worm. So by the there is a drawing of animals such as tiger, okay, and eagle, and these are some of the. So there are some other animal who eat the flesh of other animals like lion, tiger, eagle, and many more. So after this we have animals such as crows and bears eat both plants as well as flesh of other animal. So there are also some birds, and there is a bear who eats both plant and the flesh of other animals. Moving on. So the next what we have here is, let's remember in match the column. So we have to match the column A from column B. So if you have any doubt regarding this, okay, this will clarify your doubts. So in column A we have cow, hen, lizard, tiger and bear, and in column B we have seeds, flesh of other animal, grass, both plants and animal, and insect. So the first one we have is cow who eats grass, okay, so we have to match cow with grass. Then we have hen only eats seeds, okay, seeds, or you can call it grains. Then we have lizard which eats only insects. So lizard is matched with the insect. Then we have tiger. So tiger eats flesh of other animals. Then we have bear, who eats both plant as well as animals. Okay, moving on. Then we have homes that animals live in. So the forest is a large area covered mainly with trees and plants, okay, that we all know. Forest is home to many animals because most of the animals live in the forest. So most animals live in the open, in the forest. Giraffe, deer, rhinoceros, and move about in the forest. So they actually move around in the forest in search of food. And some animals live in hollow of tree and caves. Squirrel and owls sometimes live in hollow trees. Bear, tigers, and bear live in caves. So, uh, depending upon the animal, they live differently. So, okay. If we take an example of bird who lives in a nest, okay, then bees, okay, they live in a beehive, and rabbit, they live in burrow, and lion, they live in den or caves, and snakes, they live in the hole. So these are some of the places where they live in, and they make shelter for themselves. Why? Because they make it for their young ones, or to protect them, to protect themselves from weather. Okay, so bird make nest, they take their work very seriously, and they keep on working. They are very hard work and patience. Okay, that's why they make the bird nest. It is not easy to make bird nest. Still they try and work hard to make their shelter for their young birds. Okay, so the fact file we have is birds such as mynas, pigeons, parrot, and doves were commonly kept as pet by kings and queens in the ancient India. So these are some of the birds which were kept by the kings and queens in those ancient times. Okay, to uh, to kept as a pet. Okay, so how does cutting down trees harm the homes of many? So some animal make their own homes. It's like rabbit dig a hole in the ground called burrow. Then bee makes beehive. Bird makes nest to lay eggs and raise their chicks. They make their nest with the simple things like straw, twigs, leaves, and cotton. So among these animals, there are some other animals which we keep as a pet animal, and then we raise them. So for that, we keep some animals with us, and we make home for such animals. These are some animals, and we make their homes for them. So such animals are horses are kept in a stable, okay, as you can see in the picture as well. Then the cows are kept in the shed. Fish are kept in the aquarium, or you can uh, s- uh, or you can or it is also called a fish tank. And then there is also dogs are kept in a kennel or a dog house. Okay, so that's all for now. We're gonna continue with the next we're gonna begin with our exercises in the next class. Thank you.